Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Mike with Mike's Car Hole, coming to you from my kitchen. Gonna show you how to test your thermostat for your car. I recently had to replace the one in my Suburban. I went to a 160 degree thermostat, which basically means it will open up at 160 degrees. So I got my pot here. I'm just gonna show you because my old one, I don't remember which one it was. I think this is the old one. It wasn't technically broken, but it wasn't opening the way it's supposed to. This is the new one that I ended up not using. I got this one opened at 100, I think 180 degrees. The one I ended up putting in the Suburban opened up at 160. So we're getting close to temp here. You can use literally the same thing you use for the food in the house. I also have a temp gauge here too, which is funny because they're reading different temps, but the important thing is be able to show you that these open. So what you'll see when it does open, there's like the little metal part right here will open this way. It'll come this way when you put it in the pot. I'm not sure you have to take these off. They're meant to withstand heat. I take them off anyways because they sit on here like that. I take them off anyways just because it's going to be touching the bottom of a hot pan and I don't want them to melt. So I take them off, and then when I'm ready to use it, if it's good, I'll put it back on. Let's see, this one says 160. What does this one say? 145. I don't know which one to trust here. Still needs to get a little hotter. Let me crank up the heat on the stove a little bit. So I also will use pliers when I do it. Also, every time that I buy a new thermostat for my car, I will test it before I put it in, because the last thing I want to do is to do the work, bleed the air out of the system, and find out that I had a faulty thermostat. It's not like it's difficult, but it's just extra work for something that requires me to boil a pot of water to test it that way. So that one's up to temp. Like I said, I'm pretty sure this is the old one, so I'll put that one in there first. It does open. I did test these. Just the day I was testing, I was not in the mood for filming. I'll put them both in here now. Now they're both in the water. Let's see if we can see them opening up. The one shouldn't start opening up until it's about 180 degrees. It's saying it's 160. Yeah, the other thing about these is if you're going to take these out of your car, make sure the car is cold. I have a close family member that opened the radiator cap with a hot car, a car that was overheating, and it burned this person pretty bad, and they ended up having to get cadaver skin. So a lot of people don't realize that that's a pressurized system. Once the cap's on, you're dealing with temperatures of 180 to 200 plus, and then if your car is overheating, you're at 250 plus degrees, so it instantly burns you, and it comes out really fast, and it'll burn you bad. So if you're going to be messing around with the radiator, antifreeze, make sure the car is cool. See, 179. So the one should start opening soon. The one on the left should start opening soon. And of course I'm going to be made a liar. But back to the story with my family member, they ended up burning themselves so bad, they ended up getting cadaver skin had to be placed on their arm and I believe part of their hand. So like, this stuff is no joke, man. It really can hurt you. So and then the other thing that I will say about when you have to bleed the air out of the system, because it's pressurized, I found a funnel recently that works really well. I will do a tutorial on that particular setup as well. Alright, these should be opening. Let's see. 190. But yeah, I will end up going back and doing a tutorial on that. I can hear one making some noise. And then the one here says it's over 190, so 194. Definitely should have opened by now. And I know some of the LS's run a little bit more warm than some of the older cars. You can see, I don't have any way to point, but you can see the separation kind of in there. It's starting to open up on this one. This one is not. Get fogging up my lens. You can see the springs are starting to retract a little bit on here as well. And you can see right there it's opened. So if that was in your car under pressure, the antifreeze would be flowing to the radiator. So now it's closing up. Let's see if this one's opened up at all. This one opened too. So both of these work. They were just, both of these thermostats opened too high a temp for my liking on my particular car. Let's see what we're at. It's temp wise 210, 212. So that's as hot as I'd ever want my coolant to get. So they're both open. I just went with a different one. Well, that's how you test your thermostat for your car. I can go into where and how you find the thermostat on your car. On the LS, it's on the bottom radiator hose coming from the engine, obviously. Most cars are on the top, so we'll do some videos and I'll show that on a few of my different cars in the future, and I will go into the radiator, how to bleed the air out of it as well. Thank you for watching my video. If there's any other random things for cars you want to learn about, please message me and let me know. For my subscribers, thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Thank you.